I wish good things to you who's watching this. I am Alexey, and today we're doing Carcassonne with subscribers. Everybody's welcome to participate, so just write in the chats or throw me challenges on Board Game Arena, or preferably both. Yeah, and then we're gonna talk a bit more over the process. I think I've put a 1 minute delay on the chat by default, and this time we won't have to wait because we have a challenge from Justin Etier, or or you could say Justin Ethier if you want to Americanize it already. Let me know if the sound is okay and everything. Then we'll just start the game. I see that my viewers are getting very strong because I've played Justin before, and it looks like 569. That's actually quite a very high rating. All right, so this is the first sort of micro decision point of the game. So you see, normally in situations like this, I would advocate for starting a new city, but since my meeple is being controlled by my opponent's monastery meeples, I want to get out of this position as soon as possible and drop a farmer because there's going to be at least 6 field points and a lot of green squares. So the chances of this farm not becoming significant is actually really low. So what can we do here? Yeah, it's a good move by my opponent. What can we do here? Let me think. Well, I guess I could go like this. Could I? No, I think we have to clean off a city cap. Even though it's not the best. Yeah, precisely because of that. So at least my opponent's not able to get 4 easy points. He's still able to get 3 easy points, which is what they should do. And then sort of this starts making life slightly more difficult for me. The reason why I'm saying this is not an ideal tile is because this city is going to be attacked. Well, it's quite likely to be attacked if my opponent gets any city tile. And also the thing is, like, they actually don't have to use a particularly valuable city tile to do so. So any triple city, any triangle goes here. So if anything, what I want to draw is I want to draw any kind of triangle to sort of cover up and then try to build up the city from all sides. That way I'll benefit from having this shielded tile. Again, at the start of the game, you gotta be placing defensively a lot. So I meepled this city, not so much because I want to complete this city very much, although I do. Okay, this is very good news for us because I think, I think it's just a misstep basically. Just because. So the thing is, yeah, red is starting a city here, but then this, if the city is completed, then this move will be worth 2 points, right? Because one city tile is worth 2 points. But then they could have just gotten 3 points for free. And also, I will be taking now 3 points instead of 2 points. So this move actually gives up 2 points basically, because it gives up 1 point for red and it gives 1 extra point for yellow. I know these things can make quite a bit of difference, actually. Okay, so unfortunately for me, I'm still losing now because these monasteries are super, super powerful. So I think I'm gonna show you something that I learned from, or at least a variation that I learned from, I think, the strongest player in Ukraine, Kirill Manikov. So I could go here, and this is not a bad move. And also, this is not a bad move. But I think something that like slows down my opponent's development would be this. Which way do I do this, though? Here or here? Yeah. No. Okay, how do I get to impact more squares? Yes, I guess this one's Yep. So you see, it's basically, and the idea is this: I get to control these squares a lot, and I get pretty good compensation. So the idea is that now, if my opponent wants to get his meeples back, they will have to build up my my ruin a little bit. And then there are some off chances how I can complete. And also, it's now super important that they're not able to drop any additional monasteries. Unfortunately for me, most unfortunately, there's this move. Even though I think this was like a slight misstep, possibly, I would have taken these 2 points because it doesn't benefit that much for me to take the city cap. Now I can't continue the city anymore, but at least what I can do is start a new city and cover this guy up a little bit. And so when they close, yeah. So I could now consider something like this, sort of trying to block both meeples, but maybe I'd rather do this with a crossroads tile or something that's a bit more impactful. I could consider doing this and just sort of hoping for something, but it's probably not the strongest move. I could consider this block as well, although I think the best move is something like this, just to equalize and put pressure on this city cap as well. I want to be connecting here rather than blocking, because there will still be some outs to try and like block off this connection square, then to win some sort of mini battle over here. But then I wonder if actually playing small ball will be sufficient or not. I hope... Oh, actually maybe now this move is not the worst, because if I do something like this, then my opponent will block me and I will be able to block him. The correct move is probably not that. Maybe this actually is pretty good, because I can try and like make something happen on this square, I guess. Like ideally, yeah. Ideally, I want to develop an 8-point ruin or something. Ooh, I could also go here and then try to sort of block this with tempo. I think I'd rather do this. Although they could connect to the city, which would sort of defeat the purpose by quite a bit. If I do this, however, that could force them to add points to my city if they want to protect their meeples. But then they could also try blocking this square. I think this is slightly better. Yeah, because then ideally I want to stick in a road, then get like a quadruple city cap and build up a ruin that's going to equal one of the monasteries. Let's just check if you're writing something in the chat. Oh, let's go. Hi Kirill, hi Elias, hi Glovier, hi Melvin. Alrighty. That's some viewership. So we get now the blocking tile. What does red get here? Ah, unfortunate. Yeah, it's probably like I think it's the worst tile that... It's the worst possible draw for me, because they complete their sensitive square now and they pay the minimum price for it. So it's actually, if that were a city cap, that would have been fine, because at least they don't spend a city cap on themselves and I get like an additional... I get some extra prospects. If that were a shielded triangle, that would have been okay. But this is because at least they sort of pay the price of giving me these extra points. But this is the cheapest what they can get out of how they can get out of this situation. And also in some scenarios, this meeple frees up and like this guy just gets blocked. Yeah. So I don't have the easiest life now exactly. I think what I want to have is some sort of shielded triangle so that I can place it like this and then have at least almost equal over here. If they block here, it's fine because there's still 3 of those remaining. If you're hearing any noises, then outdoors, because I'm in the UK, people still can't get over the 5th of November, even though it's already the 6th. Okay. So now I could do this. I could do this. I think actually it's a pretty decent move because it offers me good protection for this city. It puts additional pressure on this square. And if my opponent wants to place something over here, they're my guest. But they would have to invest a meeple and potentially lose a mini battle. So I think this move is still worth it. But of course it doesn't exactly help that they draw a tile that I need. Well, okay, now there's a variety of options. I could just continue my road. I could directly protect my city and then still have 3 tiles left over here, which I'm kind of happy with. Or I could indirectly protect my city with the hopes of getting meepling the road once I finish it, but I don't have this many meeples under control, so I do feel like direct protection is a bit better, even though it puts my meeple slightly at risk. If it gets impeded a little bit, then at the very least I can like develop other stuff. So I think this move is alright. Even though, like, not gonna lie, it's not the easiest position at all. Well, yeah, if they could have sort of messed up my city quite a bit. Now again, not obvious move. I think I have this. Yeah, I think this is good. Because then there's still 3 of those left. I could put a city cap, create a threat. And then this I can deal with a little bit later. Even though it sort of makes my city slightly less vulnerable, it doesn't bring it close to completion. I could also consider this, just to avoid some blocks and maybe add a couple mini battle points, but I do feel like I need something big going on here. Okay, cool. So now we can shift and then try to block this spot and then block this spot, and at least they will be forced to spend some valuable tiles. How it's best to do this? Do I go here or do I go like here? I don't feel like my city is that super valuable, and if they get any straight lines, and there's still lots of straight lines remaining, they can get a cheap block. So I think this is still better, even though it offers my opponent connection opportunities. I think, where's my... I guess my hope is just to get some meeples back soon, finish off this city. Yeah, especially if I get the shielded tile, it should sort of equalize us, although this monastery is a bit unfortunate. I don't want to do this, because then my opponent defends and they pre-build the road. I'd rather just do this at first, so make my road meeple slightly less vulnerable, make sure that my opponent is not able to take away any road end tile from me, and then if I get another straight line, then I... that's about... oh, that's pretty bad. It's like the worst tile I could have drawn. Well, let's see. That depends on actually how they place. The reason why I say it's the worst tile I could have drawn, like I'm now forced to help red, basically. So now I guess I get to just impede their development. So at least I get some value from this tile now. Ain't great for a variety of reasons. Mainly because I kind of really want that over here. Now there's only 1 tile remaining that fits here. sort of end my 88% turn into 50%, which is not 0. Oh, okay, and also this was the second tile. Yeah, so now I have a 25er to finish this, which was originally a 64, 88. Oh, well, okay, that we just gotta deal with that. It's fine. Good move, actually. Well, I'm sort of happy to see it. It equalizes us. Then, because both of these cities were pretty miserable. I guess red will have the upper hand here when they connect, but then I still could connect. Now, just because I don't have enough meeples, I think I need to get one back soon. I'm not in a position to be meepling monasteries, really. So if in the late game, if I'm really behind, which I most likelihood will be, although this 5-point road actually helped quite a bit. I completed a 5-point road with 3 moves, so it's almost like a city. I spent only 1 rodent tile, which I didn't have much use for anywhere, even though it's a monastery. So I guess we could. Well, first of all, we need to block this just to equalize on meeples. Yeah, that's quite strong, but also now it disincentivizes me from blocking further. Now, given that there are still 6 straight lines remaining, this move seems good. And also, blocking like this is better than blocking with a straight line, because they will not be able to pre-build a 6-point ring road when they defend. So let's see. I think red could start a monastery here easily. That's what they should do probably, because they don't have like a lot of use for meeples. So let's say if they start a monastery over here, they could then just drop a city cap somewhere here, and then this monastery would be quite easily completable. Yeah, I'm quite happy to see with this move. I mean, because then I finally get to block this. Whoops. Yeah, and pass. So we've equalized our meeples now, but that's not enough. Just because, well, in this mini battle I'm losing hopelessly. I do feel like it's going to be very, very hard to win unless something really good happens. So, do we crazily hope for like a 50-50 and try to build a huge ruin? I don't feel like we're in that territory yet. And also I have some outs to win. You know how? I could, let's say, get the remaining tile that fits here. Then get a crossroads. Put it over here. Drop a farmer. And then connect over here, which would give me 4 points for a road, 12 points for a field, which is almost impossible to re-attack, and of course this completed city. But these are only dreams at this stage, but I need something like this to happen in order to win. Feel free to send me the next challenge, by the way. It's kind of like first come, first serve. Well, I guess if we have many challenges, preference will be given to whoever I have not played before. Yeah, it's a good move. It's a good move. Unfortunately, now a variety of options here. I could just add 2 points to myself, try to make something happen here. I could go here. A move I rather like, actually, given that... Yeah, I think it's good. Because I can't start a new city with this, unfortunately. I really need a city cap. And here, I set myself up for something like this. Because I'm probably not going to connect here anyway. Yeah, I just don't see anything better, really. Well, you see, ordering. Like, if only... It would have been ideal had I drawn this tile, like, slightly one move earlier. Anyway, I shouldn't be complaining. Yeah, that's a good move. I could defend, but the points that it saves me actually is not worth it. So I should be starting a new city and then just sort of kissing this place goodbye. Uh, that is decent because there are some scenarios how they get the triple city with the roads. They put it over here. They put a triangle. Even though I'm leaving a 3-point road here, I kind of want to be. No, I still want to be building in a secure spot. I think that's what matters the most. Building in a secure spot, yeah. We could do something. No. I don't want to pre-build stuff for my opponent. Yeah, you know what? I'm still gonna do this. It's kind of takes away tiles from them. I think it's not necessarily bad, although I could be wrong. I don't know. So now it will be decision time for me. I'm not sure if this is the best move. Yeah, I'm not sure this is the best move at all. Because now I have this, which is great. But then do I even want it? Because this move gives me 4 points, sort of guaranteed, but it's still possible to reconnect to this ruin. So maybe I can do this. But then there's the risk of my opponent connecting over here. But then I could like make a huge ruin over here. But they could also block it, which is quite likely. And also there's only one triangle remaining. There's only one triple city remaining that fits here. Now, do we ever do this? The short answer is no, because there's still 2 splitters left. But maybe there's some scenarios how we can grab a big tile and make them hurt a little bit. Yeah, I could do this, I guess. Maybe this is correct. It is 4 points, technically, effectively. But this is also sort of 4 points. This is 2 points, but it's... Okay, I think I'm gonna do this first. Yeah, a bit problematic for me. So this is 4 points, this is 3 points. It's not worth to blocking this connection. I'd rather save the spot over here. Yeah, it does seem to make a little bit of sense. So we equalize this 8-point city, which is fine. But I don't necessarily see how exactly I win this game. Is there time to build them up? Not really, not really. There isn't any particular time to build monasteries here, but like, how else do I win? There are just no big features. Even if I take over this ruin, it doesn't work. Well, I see one big feature is that if I get a triple city with a road, I could put it over here and then connect like this and like this, sort of create, unify everything over here from that side. And it could work. And I guess I still have the, wait, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I still have the 25%er for this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not ideal, but I mean, I have to make something happen, right? And you don't turn down a monastery, because, like, what are we waiting for? Anyway, because the thing I'm waiting for is, like, quick tiles, city caps, stuff like this. Probably not the most productive monastery spot. I don't want to commit to a field just yet. Yeah, I feel I have to do this. I have to risk, hope I get a curve quite soon. Okay, so this is interesting. I could go for this, but then I don't have the meeples to do that. And it's re-attackable from this side anyway. So I think just peacefully taking 3 points is best. Okay, I'm okay with this. Now the question is, where do we take the 3 points, here or here? The advantage of taking the 3 points here is, I guess, with a triangle and... Oh no, it doesn't work anymore. Like, I thought that I could connect this piece to this guy, but it's just there aren't any tiles remaining. And here... No, I just create an extra blocking square for the monastery. I don't want to do that. So I guess I still take the 3 points over here. And also hope I get the next crossroads, something like this. Okay. Yeah, so this is another problem. Now if I put over here, I sort of declare my monastery dead. Which maybe is not that problematic if you think about it. It's not such a huge deal. Because the thing, I'm adding 1 point, I'm pre-building a city on my field. Let's say if I'm the first to get a city cap, I put it over here. Yeah, this is not fillable, but if I complete the city, then I get to drop a farmer on a 9-point field. Something like that. I guess these are all things that slightly increase the chance. They could maybe be not enough. But then also, like, completing this monastery is far-fetched anyway. So I guess another way how we could do that is hope... Oh, actually, this maybe is better. Because then I hope for... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Straight line plus curve, huh? And this is not exactly the worst combination. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's difficult, very difficult to block. And also, what I'm hoping for over here, not much. That's also another problem. I'm hoping to get something like this. Yeah, so I can't complete a city this easily. No, no, I'm still gonna do that. Yeah, because I think if I complete this monastery, then there is some hope. Because I do get that, like, extra meeple to use. It's pretty significant. Okay, that's a bit of an issue. Of course, now, maybe this move is not the worst in the world instead of taking the 3 points. Actually, yeah, now that I think about this, so okay, so here's what this does. At 3 points, it's good. But if I take this, I really leave only 1 tile for my opponent, like the triple city with a crossroads. And having a meeple is having this extra meeple is pretty nice. Because they could be having so many tiles with which they can complete. So first of all, there's the 1 vertical city splitter, and there's also 3 city caps. Now I kind of feel this is pretty good. Yeah, that was one possibility that could happen. Yeah, it's kind of these are sort of wasted 3 points. I still feel that was necessary. All right, so let's do something like this. there are a couple of reasons for this move. Well, one is just I'm adding a point to myself, but also I am pre-building the city, which my opponent is unlikely to take. Oh dear, dear, dear. Well, I guess my move did a little bit of something, you know, because now they didn't take these 2 points, right? Because they just were forced to continue their city. And chances are they don't even get this piece at all. But you see, like, actually, they almost definitely don't. You see, like, I'm thinking in all these small ball ways when, in reality, like, all these moves do, they guarantee me, like, a bit of extra points. Okay, so now there's this move. Do we drop a farmer? Do we drop a farmer? Well, there is still this tile that fits here. There is nothing that fits here. And ideally, like, the great stuff is that we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 2 curves actually. I can still get that meeple back and play it. So I do feel like maybe not meepling the field is... if I knew that, at least I would have meepled the field. Ah! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, also this connection didn't work, but it's fine. Oh, maybe I can meeple this field actually. And this way I get what? Sort of hope for the remaining city cap, something like this. There's one only left. Tile tracking, by the way, so you don't need to recount the tiles if you track them throughout the game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's not gonna be enough. I wonder, what if, let's see, had I not lost these 3 points, would it have been enough or not? And like, and the thing is, like, had I, yeah, maybe I had to meeple this field. That's the mistake. I really had to hope for this, right? Because I didn't have outs. Also, I feel that maybe I've been commenting a bit too much on my own moves and not on the opponent's moves. Well, because obviously I'm trying to win myself. Oh, actually, maybe it's okay, because like if my opponent takes this 6-point field, I can take the other 6-point field over here. Yeah, I do. No, I think I had to meeple the field. I had to. Because I still had 3 outs to get a meeple back. Oh, man. Okay, this is a good move. Too good, unfortunately. Now, do we do this? Yeah, sure. There's still a city cap. Well, they get this, which is not ideal. What can I do? What can I do? I know what I can do. No, actually. There's this move, this move. 9 points. No. That's just the best I can hope for, right? They're gonna have this field. Hopefully I get this field. I hope they make a mistake. Yeah, that's why I had to meeple this in the first place, because now obviously I will get this move. But it's probably not going to be enough, because they're just going to take the 9-point field and that's it. I will take 4 points over here, but now I will be meepling. Okay, I will be meepling this road. Oh, yes. I think, do I have a shot at this? I didn't count the points, but obviously my move is this, and I get here, And I think I have like a 33% chance to win if I get the city cap. Did I just win? Did I just win? Well, maybe not. But so they could either go here. I forgot there was a triangle left. Oh, but yeah, I think I miscounted because I looked one. But then basically now what is good is that if they connect here, yeah, it's pretty bad for me, I guess. So if they connect here, they could drop a farmer. That actually would be quite an effective move. Or they could go here and they could drop a farmer themselves. Yeah, I think I did not win. But I came reasonably close because we're now the same on farmers. I have like a slight advantage in all the mini battles. So +3 mini battles, +6. But they have an 8-point monastery, so they're +2 right now. And if they go here, take 7 points, I take 7 points, and I lose by 2 points. Yeah. Well, it was close. It was close. It was worth doing. It was worth a shot. So they found a very good field connection over here. Maybe like one of those would have been nice. But yeah, that's very good for me. So I guess the only the way how I was winning, yeah, I don't even know. Because they have their +3 on fields. This is equal. Yeah, I think if I counted correctly, I should be losing by 2 points. Oh, which makes you really think about blocking, right? So this move, the type of move that I characteristically don't do, like this over here. You see, sometimes just quick points are important. On the other hand, I did pick up the quick points here. I don't know. Well, let me know what you think about my moves. I do feel like I made a decent effort at a comeback. And at least I hope it was interesting for you to watch. At least interesting enough to, meeple the like button and subscribe to the channel unless you have already. But yeah, good game, Justin. Well played, actually. So even though I think Red did make some mistakes in the opening, probably by not picking up on some value, then they just pretty much later did what they had to do to hold on to their lead and found this very nice field connection over here. Probably they could have really sealed the deal by, instead of taking these 3 points, taking like a 9-point field like this over here. And probably I should be meepling a field here myself. But other than this, I don't feel like I made any atrocious moves or anything. Well, as you see, actually, this, for example, could have seemed weird, but it proved up to be super necessary. And this Ukrainian technique, as you call it in the chat, is actually what I think gave me a fighting chance against the 2 monasteries. Because you see, the idea here is that we ended up in the same mini battle, but these monasteries did end up being impeded. And this meeple actually did end up being blocked, so it sort of served its purpose. Yeah, so I'm gonna be using that in future games as well. Alrighty, let's see who's next. Oh, okay, where are the challenges? Let me see who's writing. Oh, hi, Nallerheim. I see the rank is going up and up. Well, not after this game. But yeah, I think earlier in October, I had like 850 something. And my all-time high, which is also the board game arenas, all-time high is like 863. So yeah, Elias is saying the Ukrainian technique didn't pay off. What are you talking about? It did pay off. Like it did what it was supposed to accomplish. Even though even though it was actually the worst possible run out of tiles for me in that area of the board, because red got like a triangle without a shield. You know, we had an equal mini battle, and yeah, I was possibly like, you know, one quick point tile. Although I did get a lot of quick points in there, I can't complain about my tiles in the end of the piece. In the end of the game, a lot. I kind of like got everything that I needed, and that wasn't enough. No, that stuff did work. Because then, if not for that move, I would be just losing minus 30. Oh yeah, I also think another important move that I did was actually trying to find that completable monasteries. In closed positions like this, I think trying some sort of meeple investment where you can get your meeple back can be super important. But then, yeah, but also like my opponent played actually like the second half of the game really well, except for I think one mistake which ended up even not mattering. Hi Vika, and Elias is asking, will you analyze some World Championship games? Maybe. I was thinking about that because there is footage, and also the YouTube channel Pieza de Inicio. I'm not exactly sure who that is, but they did like a nice video with visuals for some games. They haven't made the final game yet, and the ones that I saw on their channel were too one-sided, or like not, or had too many mistakes, and like weren't actually that interesting to analyze. So if anything, I would want to look at the final, maybe, and after that, maybe I would want to look at some Japanese games, because those, well, like you saw the analysis of the final game on my channel, but what I was saying. But yeah, there were like there was an amazing quarterfinals games as well, which I could analyze in the future. But anyway, so just to give you a little teaser, I don't want to like overpromise anything, because I've been saying, you know, I'm gonna upload this, and then I end up not doing that, because there is one video that I've been working off for a few weeks. It's quite big. It's a half-an-hour video, like a general video about Carcassonne strategy. I hope you're gonna like it. So I'm not gonna tell you when I'm gonna upload it. Yeah, but I've been at it for some time, almost every day, and then of course some gameplays are coming up soon. So yeah, just, you know, keep your subscription to the channel active, and good stuff is in the works. One thing that is sure, though, is that in 2 weeks, around this time, I'm having another streamers match against I'm not gonna say who, maybe I'm gonna say in a week, but it has already been settled. Hi Vika, hi Afonso. Anyway, I think if we don't have any particular challenges right now, I guess I could do an arena game, or you know, I could do like it does well. I think I said like Carcassonne with subscribers, but if I made the title more vague, I could just start playing Azul and not necessarily, and to say, well, I didn't say we were going to play Carcassonne. Actually, here's a question to you, because I don't want to like branch out too much. Oh, here's the challenge from. Oh, perfect. Here's a challenge from Kirill. And of course we're gonna accept that. Okay, finally, yes. You see, so oh, actually 27273. That's pretty nice progress. Because I think like a month ago I saw this player with like 100 rating. So yeah, apparently I hope that's because you've been watching my videos. And also, at least finally, we're gonna have a game where like we can talk about some things like for intermediate level players. All right, so I think sort of this is the first slip up by red. Of course, when you make this move, you gotta turn it the other way because this side is just too vulnerable. And yeah, I'm going to take advantage of that, and I'm gonna block, and I'm going to even drop a farmer, which was not necessary, but it's fun. And because you see what it does, like even though if red gets this tile eventually, yeah, precisely. So now it sort of becomes a bit more dangerous. I could even do this. But I know I feel like I need some value here. I mean, it's not a bad block though. Yeah, it's not a bad block, what I'm talking about. I don't want to be connecting over here necessarily. Just because well, the connection is just too easily blockable. Also, I'm not know if I'm not doing myself a disservice. Okay, that's decent. That's actually a pretty good move. It constricts my field. I could do this, but then red completes the city, so it's a bad move. I could start something over here. But I think the best move is just to complete this block and sort of play with a meeple advantage. Because like not only is this city blocked, it actually doesn't have a potential for further growth. Okay, so that is good. I think this is it's just standard opening theory. Basically, when something like this happens, instead of connecting to the city because it's worth 1 point and yellow city is worth also 1 point, you don't really want to be doing moves like this. Wait. My board game arena is stuck. Alrighty, that's very interesting. That's most interesting. Oh, okay, that's beautiful. Unresponsive. Hey, see, it's not me, it's Board Game Arena. Okay, so the reason for that is that, like, if red places... so now it's just equalized the city. But if red places the city cap outwards, then they have an unrestricted city cap pointed to the left versus a restricted city cap pointed to the left. So they have actually like way better odds of completing their own city, and they have some blocking equity. So yeah, so normally you want to connect only to cities which like have more points on them. So let's say if I had 2 points in this city, if I had like 3 points, then yeah, it's a different question. So I think it's also like another dangerous connection. What red should be doing here is starting a new city, but just somewhere over here where it's safer, because then again I can plug in a road, and not only that will be a block, well, like sort of quite a big step towards a block. That will be quite a cheap block as well. So you don't want to be giving your opponent cheap moves. Now it looks like I'm creating a threat to connect, which I am, but it's really not the main thing that I'm doing. Well, but I guess it can't hurt, right? Because I don't want to really be doing that move. Although, actually, I could like move around all the way. I think this one's slightly better. This will sort of force red to connect. Okay. So, oh, this actually. Oh, this is a good move. Okay, this is generally a good move, because it secures the road. It makes it. And then you sort of start pre-building a field where you could end up getting a second meeple. Yeah, I know it's a good move. Monastery spot over here. I think I don't want to be doing this because actually I want to connect this meeple. So I think I want to do this to pre-build this city, plus to make it harder for red to connect. Because if red connects over here, will have immediately a blocking platform. And all I have to do is just like get some sort of oh, look at that. That's actually a good move. I was hoping that red could continue his road, which probably would have been the best move, admittedly. What can we do? I guess we could like take. We could take this stuff. We could take no, this would be horrible. I think no, this is also actually not the best move. I think this is best. I'll explain the reasons a little. Well, I can actually explain the reason. Actually, here's the main reason. I'm leaving an empty city cap, yes, but I am making it so that red needs the same tile in both places. So if they take a city cap, then if they finish this city, I have more time to take this city myself. And if they take this city with the city cap, then I have more time to try and block this guy. Now, I could go here. But I think this is just more profitable as a ruin, and 4 points is just typically more correct. That was a good move, by the way, like restricting this, and now they could be going here. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so maybe not that way, like just turn it the other way because of precisely because of this, like because there's still 4 straight lines and there's slightly more blocking tiles. And also the thing is there are several tiles with which I get like this defense with tempo. So with any monastery with the road, the remaining T-shaped crossroads, and one of the 2 remaining city caps with the road, I get 3 points plus protection. And so now I get like protection, plus I get I pre-build this road. And in that way, it's actually more valuable than trying to block over here, which I can always do later. Now the question is, do I go here first? I think I go here first, just because this one's closer to a block. And I'll have to let my opponent finish this city. Now this is useless because it doesn't. Well, it's not exactly. Actually, it's not exactly useless. It takes so many tiles away. 1, 2, 3. I guess I can finish this road later, right? Yeah, I rather like it. I think it's quite annoying. Yeah, precisely. So now for the first time, and there's still many curves, I can finish this road later. And yes, it is possible that they get like a starting tile or something to finish, but there's still so many regular city caps and like some triangles in the deck, then or that sort of makes things almost impossible for them. Okay, so okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the move I'm thinking is this greedy move over here. Like the ultimate greed. You take a road attacking platform. It's blockable, but no, I'm still gonna do it. Just for fun. It's not guaranteed that it's the best move, and probably because it probably isn't. Okay, so I could go here, I could go here. I think I still want to preserve the threat of the city being completed, so I'd rather go over here just to get this 1 point and to equalize. So they should be blocking me here. Then I'm still gonna have 3 tiles to complete, so it's okay. Yeah, very good move. Now, I could be actually threatening this, which I think would be pretty cool. But I guess I want to do something like this first. Just to threaten the block over here. Yeah, so we got the block. I'm prolonging my opponent's road, which is not great. And then I don't want to really be connecting to it. No, though I kind of do. But then how do I get value from the monastery? Let's just do it anyway. It's more interesting. It's more interesting that way. But yeah, it is my last meeple, so you know, this move like maybe proved up a little bit unnecessary. Oh, look at that! Also, like they got the tile just when they need it. So wait, how come red has 2 meeples blocked, and I'm the one without meeples? Well, okay, I guess there's this, right? So this means that there aren't too many ways how I lose value. Okay, it's good. It's good. It's pretty good because then I get to just connect. And I get to become lucky. Yeah, that's also part of it. Because I get to do this. Do I even meeple? No, I don't think I meeple a field here. Because there will be a move to meeple the field here. And yeah, like make no mistake, I think I'm getting some good draws over here. So red made I think a couple of opening mistakes by building cities in precarious spots, which is really just the same mistake made twice. But then actually like played really solidly for the most part. Now I could be dropping a farmer here, but I think it's more important to prevent red from dropping a farmer themselves. It's just a big threat, always. It's a good question whether which way we need to turn, and that's where tile counting comes in. So there are 2 regular city caps, and then... So basically if we do like this, we'll leave 6 tiles, which is a lot. And that way we'll leave 2, 4 tiles. Okay, so this is way better, of course. And also, and had even in an equal situation, yeah. So check this out. This block is slightly better because if my opponent gets something like let's say, okay, so let's say they get this, so a city cap with a crossroads, then they can't put it over here because they're forced to put it over here. Now the greedy move. Even though it could get blocked, it's not guaranteed to get blocked. But yeah, like it's just super risky. But come on, what am I gonna not meeple a monastery? What are you talking about? Now here we need the utmost precision. So this, I want to be continuing my city over here. just adding a couple of points. And this move is slightly stronger than the alternative because of this asymmetry. So when you count tiles, you always look for these cities with a turn, because if I place it like this, there's one fewer tile that fits over here because this guy over here has already been out. And the other 5 cities with a turn are still in the deck. Okay, on the other hand, I need the same tile here and here. But then this is likely to get blocked anyway, so I think we're cool to do this. So yeah, my opponent could block me permanently, basically, here. Which, well, we'll live with that. Yeah, I think that's a misstep. Even though it looks like they're taking 4 points for a city, they're actually taking 3 points because they're adding 1 point to me. And also, will I score more? Will I score extra points if I get the meeple back? Of course I will. So I think after this move, it's almost, yeah, it's probably impossible for me. No, I don't want to say that, but it's like close to impossible for me to lose. I could lose this meeple, but it's fine. Actually, there really aren't many blocking tiles here at all, because anything that contains a city and a road, it's actually pretty good. And if anything, I will help red, because obviously red could do it themselves, and red has a threat of completing it over here. And I don't necessarily need the field to win, or do I? Yeah, I'm gonna try win this one fieldless. And if not, I can always just go over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, actually, I'm not even sure I have the win anymore. Okay, so I have 2 tiles that fit here. I feel like this is a must now. And then I just slowly complete stuff here. I could get blocked, but it's fine. No, it's really fine, because like there's still many tiles left to complete, and I should be or I could take the safer route and take fewer points. Maybe this is slightly better, actually. So the idea is this, like, here's why I was kind of planning to win fieldless, because my opponent has blocked meeples, and these guys are worth 5 points, which is less than this city. So I'm at +2 over here, so I'm at like, so yeah, so I'm at +2 over here, plus I'm at +12, I'm at +14, and then I have +20, +24, and my opponent has 21 on the field, so I have like +3. Actually, it's quite a precarious lead. Yeah, I think this is slightly better though, because I leave myself more outs. Oh, smart move. You see, so I think what I gotta do here is try and block this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ah, actually, it's not. So there aren't any curves remaining. Something to remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are barely any curves remaining, so I guess I have to block this. But it's a good pre-build, and it's wise that red didn't invest a meeple. But I still don't have any moves other than this. Oh, and also, like, in all likelihood, I'm gonna get 3 more points over here, or 4 more points over here. But yeah, this is pretty strong. Okay, this is actually very strong because I could lose. I could actually lose this. I could lose this. Man, maybe I'll have to fight for the field because like the scenario is this: like red gets this 4-point road, and then they get a city cap, and I can't do nothing about that. So I could consider actually just like dropping a farmer straight away. Okay, let's see if you all have any advice here. Okay, I'm gonna respond to your messages a little bit later, but how do we win this? That was actually like a very good farmer, and I got a little bit complacent. Okay, let's start with this. Just for protection. And what I want to be doing is like find some sort of connection at the last moment. So what this move does is like restricts the blocking square. So if my opponent gets one of the triple cities, he's not able to cut my chances in half. So that's the idea behind it. And actually with this move, I even have outs to complete the monastery, which is probably going to be sufficient. But I think if red takes this city cap, then I could really lose. Well, also, you see, like this wasn't maybe the best move necessarily because I just noticed that if I complete the road, I add stuff to my opponent's field. Which for the future... Oh wow, that's a big gamble here. But it pays off. I could do this, I guess. But I think I have to do this first. But then my opponent could reconnect. I could also drop a farmer at some point, but I don't think it's viable. Okay, let's do the proper move first. And then the fact they could reconnect, I could really lose this. 'Cause yeah, that's another good move actually. Okay, so I think now I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna be like looking for field connections. I think one of the moves that I could do at the end is something like this. So to drop a farmer here, then connect like this. So let's think about it like +4, +4, +8, +15, +10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm at -4. Now I'm at -3. One, two, three. 4, 5. Now at -7. And I think I might like have to go for something ridiculous like this. Well, it does give me like a 50-50 shot of connection, but I also need the same tile everywhere. And if I go like this, if I connect here, then what are my odds? The answer is my odds aren't great. Well, where I could just go for this 50-50 over here. But it's also not that great either. So how can I even win this? I don't think there are many options. So let's just triple check the remaining tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's the fifth one? No, I have to play something. I have to go here. And then I guess I have a 50% shot at winning now. Or maybe was it better to connect here? No, I don't think so. Because now I'm at -1 and I don't have any meeples. That is a bit problematic. Maybe there was another way. Maybe like instead of placing this move, could have placed something like this. And then hoped for something like this. Then I would get like a couple extra points. Yep, that's good. And yeah, I think I just have to basically flip. I just have to flip. I don't see what else I can do except for this. And of course, I completely undeservedly and I get the coin flip. I didn't deserve this. I didn't deserve this at all. I didn't deserve this at all. Well, okay, so first of all, thanks for the game. And I think actually like Red played this, Red, you played the second half like really well. Especially sort of going like for the risky stuff, placing this meeple, hoping to get this meeple back, then getting this meeple back. Then also going for the actual risk over here. I think that's what they had to do. And then when they were ahead, pretty much my options weren't great. Like I either had to draw some crossroads. Well, I guess I did get a bit unlucky in getting none of the 3 crossroads that fit here. And then just try to gain some quicker points with my meeples, or draw this early on and then get my monastery meeple back. But none of that happened, so I had to go for the 50-50 connection, which was like pretty much always there. I don't think really Red could have done anything to prevent that, because yeah, for example, instead of placing over here, I could have done the same but over here, which actually would have given me like 1 extra point because I would have completed whilst connecting to the monastery. Well, yeah, but you know, getting lucky helps a little bit at the end, and yeah, all right, well played. Who's next? I guess this is first. Okay, so okay, let me just check the messages real quick. 860 is insanity. Oh, thanks. I would like to repeat that. Azul? I'll think about it. Oh, Verdi's Requiem. Nice. Brace yourself for the Dies Irae part. Alright, I'm just gonna take this one. Okay, with Sansi Blader. Who has dropped below 500 now, but okay, so I've lost actually against them, not on both on the previous stream and many times again. So I'm gonna try win this time. And if you remember that game with my attempt for going for the forced quadruple city, didn't quite work out, but ended up being a game with a 1 point difference. Okay, where to start the city? That's the question. I think here? No, or here. Here is not best, I think, because it's secure. I will need to connect to this road at some point, I think. And here, even though I'm giving 1 point to his road indirectly, I don't think it's possible to secure this road without investing a second meeple. And if they start breaking my city, I'm completely fine. This is... tricky tile to play. Why did I not think about that? Because like a curve would have been perfect, a straight line would have been perfect, but a crossroads, which normally fits well, I just can't play it. Because I have to. I'm helping my opponent, and the idea is this: like no matter where I put it, there's going to be a re-attacking spot. So I can't place here. I can't place here. I could place here, actually. I think this is the move. Yes. I really think so. I just can't find anything else. Because then, like, no matter where I put it, I'll helping my opponent slightly. So I wish I could thought about it before. And also, here's an opening issue that I hadn't really encountered much in previous games. Well, I guess I attained something with this move because they're not continuing their city, but luckily I get a perfect monastery spot and now we're chilling. And by the way, the reason why I place a meeple here is that so that red can't easily benefit from a crossroads, and oh, this is perfect. I could also do this, by the way, but I think this is just so much better. This is also pretty good, but then there could be some issues over here. So for example, now I guess I could do this, try to sort of attack both of these spots, but I really don't want red to be connecting here. I could place this here as well, sort of just to equalize this position, and then block that later. Yeah, actually I quite like that. So if these both meeples are blocked, I'm fine. And also chances are that they won't. I get to continue my road. I'm 6 points ahead. I have a monastery. I have some attacking platforms. Actually, oh, this is a decent move. Because obviously there's the threat of blocking everything off over here. I think the best we can do is just leave this alone. So I can either go here and sort of try create this block, or I can just go here and take the city. I think it's better. It's just better. Just so that I can get a more productive move. Luckily, I get to escape a tricky situation. But I still have some other problems to deal with. Okay, so next step over here. Do we bother connecting to this city? Because it could be blocked. I could also go here and not bother connecting to this city. And it seems to me that it is the wiser play. Given that... yeah, like for example, you know, red could just take 2 points over here, and then this connection's sort of useless. I can benefit more from going here. And the reason why I'm not putting this tile over here yet is because I first want to secure this end of the road. There's still 5 tiles that fit here. There's no way to make a complete block. Even if the block is complete, then I guess I could... I can still put something over here, you know, so... That's a good move. Taking 2 points, taking away monastery spot from the board. I could make it harder to block this spot. I don't want to be starting any more roads with my meeple count. I think creating a threat here is good. Even though I'm like making my square vulnerable, actually this getting blocked is not such a big deal, because I can get a quadruple city tile block of this, get my meeple back over here. So if anything, I want my opponent to block here. And of course, the main purpose of this move, well, it's to create an attacking platform. Okay. So, I think this is the move, no? To try, like, really inflict some pain. I think this is the move. Yeah, it has to be. Then I could put it over here if I need to, but of course this is just a greater priority. And if anything, I probably want this blocked, because if I want a block over here... Yeah, okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Like, it's not resolved yet. It's like, it's not entirely clear whom this block benefits. So I'd rather wait for a city tile, a big city tile like this, or a quadruple city tile, place over here, create some threats, see where I manage to succeed, and then decide if I need to block here or not. So there's gonna, it's an interesting situation where you kind of playing a game of chicken. So here, of course, I have to block, but there's still 3 tiles that suit here, so the block is nowhere near sufficient. Now I'm thinking. Okay, so this actually changes my moves a little bit. So of course I was considering something like this, adding 1 point to myself, you know, creating some blocking threats, which is all great. But then I kind of want to do this as well. And if my opponent blocks me, I still have room to turn over here. Yeah, okay, I think it's okay to play like this. Okay, perfect. So now they completed this. Now I have less incentive to put over here. And now I actually have some incentive to place something over here, because I get a meeple back, but they don't get a meeple back necessarily. That said, we just go over here and well, it's a monastery, and I get to control a meeple. I don't think I need to do anything else here. Now also I get a meeple back, which I think is a good move. It's better than 3 points over here, because if I take 3 points over here, it pre-builds a road over here, which my opponent can take and block my meeple at the same time. So I'd rather place it over here, take the 2 points and a meeple back. But also, if my opponent gets a road end, now instead of taking 3 points over here, they will be more inclined to go over here. So, and also, like, a temporary meeple advantage can also do a lot of good for you. So look at that. This is like precisely what's happening. Now they can't take 3 points over here. They have to take a meeple back. I think that's the correct move. I mean, if they choose to do otherwise, that's fine. Beautiful. I have accrued a significant points lead, although it shouldn't be too deceptive, because when this city comes back, my opponent equalizes. I'm just gonna focus on not getting my meeple trap, basically. Unfortunate. Yeah, my lead is deceptive. Which way is better? I think this way is slightly better, because I get to benefit from this piece with a triple city tile with the road. Yeah. But then here it's slightly less... No, it's not less blockable, because my opponent can create a blocking square by taking 2 points over here and then putting something. So if red is greedy, I think the move is actually to place over here, not here. And I think they are in a position where greed does make sense. No, it's all right. I mean, it's not a mistake to finish, you know, a 12-point city. And now I'm not in the lead anymore, although these monasteries, they're lovely. I could go here, but there's still 3 more monasteries. I'd rather... If I get 1 more monastery, that's pretty much cleans up the game. So I'd rather go here and create some threats. So they get a defense, which I think they should use. And they probably should meeple it as well. The thing is, it can be like really not obvious, but if they place it over here and they meeple the city, it's more secure than you might think. Because whatever block I put over here, there's still going to be at least 2 tiles remaining. But that, yeah, and that's, I think, what's... but because... Well, I mean, it's, I think, easier to be result-oriented when I have this tile to play. And you see, they would have scored it as well, so... Now, how greedy exactly do we want to be here? I could go here. Okay, so let me think about this. The game's still not over, because they can take this city, they can block my meeple, they can drop a farmer, they can do a bunch of things. So normally I could do this, setting up a monastery, but what this does is that not sure like if that increases my win probability or anything, because if I get a monastery, I sort of win anyway. No. But if I put it over here, if I get a monastery, where do I put it? Here? I guess so. But I spent some time without meeples. You know, I think this is better because there are actually 6 tiles that fit here. Because there's still these guys. And if I'm doing this, I'm really setting up for one of those guys. And if I get it... Yeah, this is better, this is better. And it also, of course, helps getting my opponent's tiles as well. Oh, look over here. How you get 9 points. That's so much. Okay. But actually, I'm kind of short of meeples now. And I guess I should defend. And yeah, leave an empty city cap. But I don't think putting a meeple here is justified because it's kind of easily blockable. Yeah, and then I probably have to go here still. Just because if my meeple gets blocked, it's more important to basically to block my opponent's meeple than freeing up my own. And I'm taking like really a lot of tiles away because there's still 3 regular city caps and there's still a city splitter. And 1 vertical city splitter, I think. Yeah, it's just even that alone is enough. And also one other consideration is that actually this was unblockable, so my opponent could have only reduced it to 50%. Okay, Kirill is writing, thank you a lot for the game. Yeah, you got unlucky with the crossroads. You could get that meeple back much sooner, sort of referring for the previous game. Well, I kind of put a risky meeple in the first place, and I think I got more lucky with the final field connection than I got unlucky with the crossroads. Okay, so this is quite strong because I also get to drop an insurance farmer in case my opponent does get a move over here. This move, I'm not a huge fan because, well, actually no, maybe, I mean, is it genius or not? Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, you see, there's just not enough triangles to complete a city like this. And so we could go here or here. I think here is slightly better because yeah, this is better because the threat is just more severe. Oh, we're completing a city like this, sure, but it does seem still to me that red could be using value, and also one of the reasons why meeple stuff is actually just so that your opponent doesn't meeple stuff. Like, I don't think I was going to meeple the city anyway. Okay. 2, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'm not sure if like indirect defense is generally worth it, but I didn't really have a good place for this straight line anyway. Yeah, I could have added 1 point to my monastery, but I can always do that later. And now this is permanently blocked, and the reason I'm saying this is because, so yes, such a tile still exists, but red still needs it over here, and there's only 1 tile like this, and if red gets it, well, of course they're going to save the meeple, which gives them more points. So it does seem to me that they will be playing quite a lot without meeples. Now I'm not going to be investing in meeples myself, So the purpose of this move is to just create a blocking platform, basically, an attacking platform. Okay, so now I get... Yeah, my opponent gets really unlucky because I draw all the 3 tiles that they needed, but... well, it has to happen once every 8 games. And I could take 5 points here, which are actually technically only 4 points because I'd be adding 1 to my monastery, to my opponent's monastery. But I think this is way better because my opponent still has outs to get a meeple back, like 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's still at least 1 regular city cap. Oh, okay. So the oh, and then there's 1 90-degree city splitter. So we just go here, and then this city is also dead. Yeah, and then just it doesn't matter anymore. No, I mean, of course it does matter. Yeah, sure. Just to like triple check that every conceivable move is blocked. Getting 1 more point won't hurt. Neither will getting 4 more points. Because I can still meeple a farm. Yeah, also this is... maybe I got like a little bit sloppy towards the end because I didn't count tiles. Okay, now maybe let's try and make the correct move because I think red has a tile in hand, if I'm not mistaken. So let's just calculate what it is in... So I think there are no city caps. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there aren't any city caps left. And I don't think there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And there aren't any... Are there any triangles? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there's a triangle. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, okay, so there's a triangle. Which means that red will take a 6-point field here, and I can do nothing about it. Let's just, I don't know, do something. Take 3 points. Oh no, what am I doing? Take, of course, 5 points over here. Okay, well, at least the tile counting exercise was alright, but I should have done this a little bit earlier. Yeah, and they have this scoring opportunity, which was unblockable. So yeah, I think kind of a game with a lot of imbalanced luck because I drew a lot of monasteries, but you know, you remember you have to meeple the monasteries to like not be afraid by your meeples getting blocked, because my meeples were get blocked. Still, these 2 guys brings 16 points, and of course red got unlucky over here. And I think maybe like this meeple over here was a bit overambitious because I ended up winning a mini battle, actually 2 mini battles. So with this blocking move. Alrighty, I think we had 1 more challenge. Hi P-chan. I see there are already more meeples on the like button. We just need a couple more. Yeah, thanks for the game, Sansi Blader. Alrighty, alrighty. Oh, okay. Okay, so this one ain't gonna be easy. But yeah, at least like I'm happy that I sort of compensated for my loss last week. Now what do we do? Oh, Glover is playing yellow, so that's already an advantage for them. I'm gonna accidentally build their features. I think the move here is this. Yeah, just to get that spare point. It's so important. And of course to immediately equalize the city. Now they should be fighting for the road, and then if they get the road, they get the advantage. And I think the move here is this, trying to prevent a city connection. I don't think I ever should be fighting to take over this city. But now they're going to go here, and now I'm going to reconnect. So, yellow here still has an advantage. Yeah, they have to meeple the city, and I want to block like this, but I think it's more important to connect to the road, because sort of that's our path to equalization, if that's a word at all in English. To equality, I guess. So if anything, thinking in chess terms has helped me a lot. And the idea is this. In chess, like if you're playing black, then your opening goals should be equality, and if you're playing white, your opening goal should be to get a little bit of an advantage. And if black gets equality, an equal position, it's almost like a victory for them, like a mini victory. And in Carcassonne, it also works pretty much the same way, because the starting player advantage is quite sizable. Now, I do get not the easiest decision here, because I could just be adding 1 point to myself, but then also creating a connection over here. I could also just start blocking over here, which is, I think, not a bad move. It does give my opponent a couple of extra blocking tiles, but since he already created a blocking platform, it doesn't do that much. It only adds... It almost doesn't add any blocking tiles, actually. I could do this, which is probably not the worst. Yeah, let's just do the natural move first. Because also, like, if I do manage to connect over here, I guess my road is slightly more secure, because they are able to reconnect with a curve, but they would not be able to reconnect with a... It's a bit hard to explain. Okay, so I have to do something like this, I guess? Just to start in direct attack. Yeah, I think this is best. And again, you never connect over here because his stuff is more restricted. Even if they manage to complete the city. Can you never go over here? It's sort of just a bit wasteful. I think this is the move. And then I think I lose. Do I? Can I win this? I don't know. Unlikely. Monasteries are super powerful. I don't think I could have really done much to prevent this. I also kind of want to complete this city quite soon, but maybe let's start like this first and see what we can do afterwards. Okay. Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate, but okay. So we probably have to equalize over here, I think. Because like when they get this, then I get that. Then I need to protect this spot, but do I need to invest another meeple? And I think I'm just gonna have to leave an empty city cap. Otherwise I just lose another meeple, really. I could have considered a farmer actually. And so could have yellow. And I think this is relatively safe. I can probably keep it there. Just want to clean up all the city caps as far as I can. I have an extra greedy move in mind on my next turn, unless my opponent thwarts it. Yeah, I guess I could like connect here. It's not the worst, but there are other tiles to do here and to do that, and I also have splitters. I will do this only if my opponent goes here, and the move I'm considering is this. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna do it. Oh, okay, cool. A farmer. Yeah, that makes sense. So then this means I don't have to do this now. So I'm gonna go here and drop a farmer myself. And the idea is that okay, now I'm in a bit of a pickle. The idea is that like I get 4 extra points when I connect to the farm, but I can't afford that anymore. So I have to go here. Okay, I'm in a bit of a predicament. I could go here, but then I don't know how much that even impedes my opponent, right? Because I want a curve. I guess I also want to go here to prevent him from taking my dividers away. Yeah, that's not the worst idea, actually. Now there's this, which I think can wait. There's this, which I think is better. It gives me more outs. It adds points. It can't be bad, right? But then yeah, I think I'd rather wait for a divider there. Oh, I'm not even sure what to do with that curve, actually. Well, I know for sure I'm not putting it here. I could put it here to prevent my opponent from dropping a farmer. Actually, that's a pretty good move, I think. I could put it here. No, this is better. This is definitely better. Another move I could have considered is like going over here, sort of preventing the move that my opponent's going to make, starting a blocking attack. I need a city cap. I need a city cap pretty bad. Give me my city cap. Okay. Again, I need to find some sort of thin value from this move, and one is probably doing something like this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, this is probably better because it takes away straight lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's only 2 straight lines anyway, but it takes away triple cities. I think this is slightly better to sort of indirectly protect. Well, I do get a city cap, so I guess I don't get to complain that much now. Huh? You see? So this move, the block's not possible. Okay. Now it's also another, like, we need to start making some real decisions here. Do we just commit to a ruin, or do we? Also, like, am I desperately behind? No, I'm behind. I'm not desperately behind. But I also want this. I want this. I could go here, actually, even though that does restrict me. It takes away 2 tiles away, but it does create this threat here. I think I rather like it, actually. I'm not a huge fan of this tile. Yeah, because it's... I mean, I have to do this. I don't really have a lot of choice here. Oh, like that, huh? Now, also another interesting situation. So do I save like this, or do I go over here? That way maybe slightly better because I have multiple outs. Like I could get a splitter here, and then I could get triangle here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The thing is, like, my opponent doesn't have this many blocking tiles. There's one curve, there's one straight line. There are quite a few crossroads, though. But then if my opponent uses crossroads to block, maybe that's not that bad. No, I think I'm gonna still do this. That's sort of like the immediate reward. Oh, sort of the responsible way of playing. Okay. It's such a key decision. Where do you put this stuff? By the way, this is the last curve. Just as I said, my opponent doesn't have many blocking tiles. Well, now he does. But if anything, like, my position's still difficult because this over here is not that easy to protect. Also, regarding the city splitter, I've made up my mind. Let me know what you think. But I already have made up my mind. I'm going to explain my next move. And then we're going to see if we think alike or not. Well, yeah. Unfortunately, I do get to lose that mini battle. But now, if I go over here, then I have to drop a farmer sort of to equalize over here. But I think it's best to do this because there's still some outs to complete this city. And then if I get like a triangle, then it will be a good use. So yeah, if anything, actually, they're pretty good outs to complete this. Whereas this is more blockable. So I'd rather go here, and I will not drop a farmer because there aren't just enough tiles remaining that fit here. And also the last straight line, so that's another thing to think about. Okay, well, not much choice, is it? Yeah, we have to do this, I guess. Although we could do so. Is that ever justifiable, actually? Yeah, because then there's a different city that we can start. Yeah, I don't think I want to. I don't think I want to help my opponent. I have to do this, and start a city. And then they have to get a meeple back, and then their cap is closed. So then there's at least that going for us. Okay, like that, huh? Sure. That makes sense, actually. But now, I don't think I do this, because that will be adding them too many points. So I do this. And maybe, just maybe, I can survive this a little bit. Because we still have enough stuff for this. Oh, but you see, they play well. They anticipate my move. So, oh, look at that. What a juicy field connection. Imagine like getting, at the end of the game, getting this, placing it over here, and then connecting to the field through here. Ah! Well, also like something like this and then connecting through the monastery is also pretty cool. So we will have like some game-saving options. Now we're at -5. -6. -9. -10. -15 for 2 meeples. This already becomes slightly more doable. Do I want to do something like this? Probably not. I probably want to start... Well, actually, I don't even need to block this anymore, because I mean... I'm getting pretty lucky with these draws. Also, something like this would be pretty cool. Yeah. Let's just start building stuff. We have 15 points to make with... Good move, unfortunately. I was about to drop a monastery there. Makes it a bit harder to win. So I sort of have 15 points to make with 2 meeples. If they get this, they get this. What can I do? Well, I guess I can block it, but it's not that easy to block. Actually, this move is pretty good. You know why? Because there's still 3 of these guys, and then I get to build up my monastery whilst taking 2-point roads. And also I have to deploy a meeple somewhere, so... Even though I'm not getting... I'm getting something. Now, it's a good question. Do we meeple? It's almost unblockable. No. It's just not enough points, really. And I need the meeples to do something else. So, for example, to start like racking up points for this. Oof. Yeah. Or maybe meepling wasn't the worst idea. But you see, there's just so many threats that they're very hard to deal with. So I think the way I win is just by some miracle if I do like some stupid field connection through a monastery or something like this. Do I want to do that? Take 3 points like this or take 3 points like this? Probably I want to take 3 points like this and then hope for the remainder. But then also I want to like leave this option open even though there's only 1, 2, 3, 4 like 2 tiles with a curve, how to connect from the outside. Oh, no, or I could go also, yeah, that's my move. Maybe at some point I go here and I connect like this. Yeah, and there's 2 of those left. That's perfect. So we can... No, but I think I still have to do this and like take 3 points this way. Kinda just feels better. Now comes the triangle that fits nicely over here, unless they equalize my city, which I'm also be fine with, because they would be investing a meeple. Yeah. So we will have to like resort to some sort of miracle play. The miracle being, you know, connecting through this, or I don't know what else actually. Like connecting through a monastery. How timely? How timely? Yeah. So obviously now we have no incentive to do this. The only thing that we get to do is something like this, I think, which actually would be pretty good. And then if I get city cap, I can start a new city. Yeah. I mean, I don't see anything else. I don't know if you do. I could consider like dropping some crazy farmers here, but I don't have the tile for that. I'm gonna do a point recount a little bit later. I think I just have to like deal with direct threats first. Okay. So which way do we do it? Which way do we do it? So if we do that, it's sort of very easily blockable. Actually, is it though? Or I guess we could do that. But there aren't really many monastery tiles. No, we have to do something risky, right? I don't think anything else can be justified. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, so there's actually a very easy block. But then what else do we do? No curves fit here. That's fine. There's still a monastery. Ah, YOLO. I'm okay with this. Yeah, you sort of attack me here. Oh! You don't even. Okay, go. We get this miracle here. Can we make something happen? The answer is probably no, but we'll see in just a second. No, this is my victory out. This is how I win. I can't win anymore. No! Ah! Okay, now I need like this stuff. And I can't even get a straight line. Ay. Well, I guess like this is a decent move because I get actually quite a good out through here. Oh, actually, maybe we can try that thing that I was talking about. Like we do this, then we do this, we drop a farm, or we snatch off the farm. That would be fun. Because like let's face it, if my opponent finishes the city, I'm toast. So what are the tiles remaining? There's the starting tile. There are no roads, no crossroads. Oh wait, yeah, there are no crossroads. So there's like one of these still left, one of these still left. Then there's one of those. And the no triangles. So this, and what's the fourth one? It must be very obvious for you, but just being a bit slow. Oh, the other kind. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So the city with the, no city, no more city caps. Oh, is there? Yeah, regular city cap, of course. Regular city cap. 1, 2, 3, 4. I still have to do this. Well, I didn't get it, but What you gonna do? I got a city cap. I can't complain about that. Which will put me... I guess I didn't count the points necessarily, but I just don't see any like super impactful moves. Because okay, so I'm at -6. Which I guess +1 equals +3, -3, -5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, -11. I really don't know what to do here. Like I don't know if I even had a win or not. Well, actually, I did. Yeah, that was sort of this crazy stuff. The way I do this, then I do this, drop a farm, connect through the starting tile, something like this, I guess. And now there will be a big problem because if I go over here, my opponent either finishes his city or gets a field. But I don't think there's anything we can do about that. Actually, like in some scenarios, snatching this road off would have been pretty cool. How can we get a lot of points? I just don't see anything. Let me know, like, did I miss any like real winning opportunities or something? I think I just have to like live with 4 points. And okay, my opponent finishes the city and we take the field. So I mean, you could say that maybe like I had to block this, but it's like very. I mean, it's very very hard to do because there were so few road tiles remaining, and then my opponent could still get a defense. I needed the tiles elsewhere, so it does feel like probably the best shot was actually to hope that they wouldn't get the tiles in the first place. So yeah, that was very nice how they managed to protect the city, and I didn't feel like I got particularly unlucky. Like I got a lot of the tiles that I needed, but still wasn't enough. So well played. So I lost 2 today and 1, 2. Let's see if we have any other challenges, because we've been doing this for about 2 hours, and if there are any challenges, I'm gonna take them, and if not, we might as well wrap up with 4 games. Okay, so let me see what you guys are rating. The increase was just 1 point. Okay, you're talking about quick points. I'm not sure which game you're even referring to, probably to this one. Okay, yeah. So I think I'm gonna like wait for 1 more minute because probably I still have it in me for 1 more game if necessary. I'm just gonna add that maybe for the final challenge, if you want to send me one, it does not necessarily have to be Carcassonne. Okay, let me just think about this for a second. Wait, no, wrong. Oh yeah, by the way, so I do get a lot of friend requests lately, but I know from whom they are. I guess some of them are viewers, but I normally accept only friend requests on Board Game Arena from, like, if I know where that's coming from. So like if you send me requests on Board Game Arena, just like drop me a quick message that you're a viewer, then of course I'll accept. Because otherwise I think I'm getting a lot of friend requests because of Azul and other games, and I would sort of like to still keep my Board Game Arena Carcassonne centered. Alrighty, let's go. And let's probably... Oh, everybody is getting their rating up. I think the last time I played against P-Chan, they were like 400. Yeah, man, everybody's getting so strong. But I'm still gonna do my best to win this one. Ah, okay, yes. Yes, now Elias, your comment about the previous game makes sense for a move that ended up not making, so that's good. Okay, well, I have the starting position. What's not to like? And I think this is a slight misstep already from green, because you of course have to take the more valuable road, the one with the road end, the one which I'm gonna take, and I'm gonna point it upwards because these 2 points are better than these 2 points. So actually I don't even want to connect them necessarily. Like for the first 10 moves, I think the game is pretty much solved. Because you can really, you can just calculate the percentages actually quite easily. And even sometimes you don't need to do that, you just follow certain principles. Now, like, after move 10 or so, then it gets trickier. But at the same time, it does seem to me that most of mistakes ever made in Carcassonne, like on the sort of I guess intermediate to advanced level, is in the opening, because there's just a lot of stuff that not everybody necessarily knows. I think I can afford to start another road. I just want to keep this open for a second, put some pressure on this guy. Also I could do this, also I could do this actually, but I think I like this a little bit better. It's, I think, quite an efficient move. I'm the first one to get the monastery, so the tiles are alright. Oh yeah, of course now we gotta have somebody rooting for my opponent. It's fine. When it's my viewers, one of my viewers, it's okay. But in a streamer's match in 2 weeks, you have to root for me. Which way do we turn the road? I think this one's slightly better because we get some connection prospects. Yes, this is better. And here, on the other hand, it's not obvious actually. Yeah. You know what? Because I think if I get a second monastery over here, then this is slightly more blockable because one of the starting tiles has already gone out. So this is one of those moments which are like really not obvious. In the meantime, as green, actually this was a really strong move by green because they're starting another road because they have enough meeples. Yep, and they can start blocking me and stuff. So I think I have to do something like this. It takes away a couple of tiles from them, even though with the crossroads they can still pretty much... No, it's not worth it. Yeah, it's not worth it. If anything, I don't mind the two meeples being blocked, just because like this is so vulnerable. I really want green to play over here. Because like the real threat is that if they get a crossroads, now we would be talking about something damaging. But what they could do is they could point it upwards and then, yeah, and then drop a farmer. Okay, well at least I'm lucky that didn't drop a farmer. Now, tricky situation. So I could finish my road and drop a farmer, which I rather like. I could finish my road here and then sort of build a ruin like this. But I do feel that this could be a finished city still. So maybe this move is slightly better. Also, a farmer here is pretty much compulsory because it already is 6 points. My opponent has a city which they want to complete, so that will make it like into, I don't remember, but more points, 9 points. Then somebody will want to place monastery over here, and I will complete the city. This is already 12 points. It's the farm is big enough to even mandate another meeple. Now I'm going to be faced with a choice. You'll see where. So candid moves, of course, I could do this, but it just wouldn't be correct. This actually, if this is a good meeple, by the way, it's better than continuing this stuff, because then it's sort of, there are many positive scenarios for green, like they could finish the city and block off this guy, or they could unify over here but restrict my monastery with a triangle. Now I have two main moves to consider, so this would be a bit wasteful. I could do this, like place it where the tile is suitable, or I could do this and then know that there would be still 3 tiles remaining. And I think the latter is a better move because here I could still get blocked, and I think the extra equity that I gain from the tiles that fit here is not worth the security that I can gain from this. So I'll take the 88%, please. And one of the considerations for this move is that I still have other uses for city caps over here. Good. This is good. Actually, I think doing it on the other side was better because now I'm threatening to. Now I'll be threatening to take over this ruin completely, and I'll be more than happy to do so. Now this fits nicely over here, adding a point to the monastery, filling in a vulnerable square, pre-building a 3-point road next to my monastery. Securing this monastery spot if I need it, and also creating a bit of a platform to harass this city. So like a quadruple purpose move, basically. I will be faced with another interesting decision really soon. And I don't know whether what I plan is correct or not. Okay, so this changes things. So I was thinking of something like this, and then just forcing my opponent to do something about the defense. But now that this is placed, I kind of risk losing this meeple to the mini battle. So I think I want to do something like that. Given a sufficient number of triple cities, then build at least to ruin. It does reduce the potential of this field, but I still have a couple of city splitters for emergencies. And still green will want to try and complete this one, so I still like win in this mini battle versus this. So I think this is better. And now we have to do this always. Yes, it is making our square more vulnerable. Yes, it is more blockable. But in response, we're getting 4 points. And we are restricting considerably this guy over here. And we also get a defense. And if they do this, we're completely happy because it's a 50-50. Like, it's a really huge difference in Carcassonne between 50 and 0%. It's like I have a 50, so either I just stay with this, which is not the worst thing in the world, but if I get the monastery, then it is a severe impact move. It's just like 9 points automatically. Whereas for my opponents, they place this monastery over here. Yeah, it's good, but it's not as strong. And this is now not the best tile that I got. I could... No, this is bad. This is not good also. Ideally, I would want to have like a curve first to build this. But this is better because I just get some extra outs for completing my road. And I could do this, which I think is strong because obviously it's a real threat. I could do this as well, which is probably also annoying for them. But then again, there are some good tiles that I can get. So this is probably best. This is also okay. This is better. If they get a splitter, they could tie this city. But then it's still better than most other uses of a splitter. So yeah, precisely. So you see, had I made this move, it would have been completely useless. And yes, it was a low chance of my opponent getting this tile, but... Okay, so now we're threatening to just do some serious damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still 6 triangles, so really good odds here. I could protect, but I don't think it's the best tile to do that. I could go here. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I don't think I ever deploy my last meeple. I think I do this first. And then protect with something else. Yeah, with this one, for example, that's perfect. And also, you see, green doesn't get the connection tile. They only get the blocking tile, but even if this gets blocked, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 is points as a good investment for this sort of stuff. And like already what we're starting to gather is some extra odds. So you see there are 3 tiles that give me lots of points over here, 3 tiles that give me lots of points over here, 1 tile that gives me over here. So this is already 7. I have 7 high impact tiles that I could get in any at any point. So that's why I think here, instead of what black did, I like restricting it in another way. It does make sense because it's sort of on one hand it like limits the number of tiles more that I could have because there are 3 tiles that fit here, but on the other hand it gives green tempo. So if they turn the other way, they're able to finish their city and then create another attacking spot. Whether I think now it could be so that the price for blocking this would be this blocked meeple. Okay, so I could go here. I could go here, which is like not the... You could think that I drew an immediate defense, but it's really not the best tile. How bad do I care about... Yeah, like what do I care about more? Finishing this or sharing? Because the thing that could happen is if I place here, then green places here, and then we get to share the city, and I don't like that. Whereas maybe something annoying like this could be better. Because here I have extra blocking outs. And I do feel like maybe 11 points is enough to win. And they're still not guaranteed to finish. Yeah, I could also get 2 points, but I think this is just too annoying to deal with. And look at that. Patience. So I still get my defense. After this move, I will have an 88% chance of completing this. And they would have connected. So I don't know. I think it was actually quite an important move that I did not place this tile over here. Ooh, this is quite risky because now I have more blocking outs. This is good. Yeah, and this will be like super high impact. I could even consider meepling, but it's probably not the best because I already have another tile like this. I am getting quite fortunate for getting so many city caps in a row. I'm also about to complete a block, maybe? Oh, no, they should go here. And then it's slightly better for them then. Or they should go here, actually. I could go here still to complete the block, but I feel it's a bit wasteful. So I'd rather go here first and then set up some stronger moves. Yeah, because they're just other tiles with which I can block. And also, like if I complete this city, then I get to drop a farmer immediately. Probably, even though it's only a partial block, it does take away one tile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They could get a monastery. That would be quite painful. I could also try go here with a double attack. I could pre-build a monastery. No, that wouldn't be the best move. So, I think I have to do this. Okay, so they gave up on that city, which is probably wise. I could complete the block, but it's... I'd rather get my stuff back. Yeah, you see, it's I don't know. It's a bit better to play when you're just getting lucky all the time and getting good tiles and all this stuff. And by the way, remember, I still have all this equity, like all these 7 super impactful tiles. They're all still in the deck. I mean, I don't even know what to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is this ruin worth it? Yeah, probably. Could get some monasteries as well. I mean, we have to do something, right? So why not just connect here? And the reason for that is that there's still... I'm setting up myself to use one of the 3 remaining triangle-like tiles. We could go here to eliminate a reconnect and sort of to try and... I don't know. I don't know if this is the best move, actually. Maybe like meepling a field is better. But I feel that... 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's symmetry, so this is better. Kind of like pre-building something that's impactful. So now I got one of my 7 tiles. And then... yeah, just go here. Oh, another one. Okay. So I think with this move, it should be now pretty much impossible for green to win. Yeah, I had to win a couple of coin flips in order to that, but there were just so many tiles that fit in somewhere. And also I got really a lot of city caps, so... And then also like I'm set to get another meeple back still. So it's probably time to meeple a field or something. I don't know which one's better. Not this one. Maybe this one. Maybe this one, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, there's still a curve that can connect over here. So this is probably best. And then they would be a bit disincentivized to... Yeah, that's strong, that what you have to do. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do I help my opponent here? I think I might. Because even if they get the tile, it could be a big delay. Yeah, actually. And also if they get a monastery tile, they cannot meeple it. So I think this is correct. You see, and now they can't get the meeple back. Well, they can continue their city, though. Glovier saying, and roads, I think I started appreciating the value given by roads by watching you play. Well, I'm happy that these videos can contribute to something. But yeah, well, actually, that 5-point road that you took in our game, it did help you quite a bit. And also, oh yeah, maybe after each game I should have done stats. Farmer. I think like green now has to risk sort of start dropping farmers. Well, no, not necessarily. Maybe like they get something like a city cap, they drop a farmer, they place a monastery, they get a meeple back. But I think let's do the road first and then the field. Yeah, that's a good move. Don't think it really super matters, just because again this is such a one-sided game. Or I could go here, meeple a farmer. But I think this is better, because it's still a big farm, and Are there any outs to complete the city there? No. But it's still lots of points. Okay, so you do get the meeple back, which is of course very good. Do we take 3 points here? Do we take 3 points here? Yeah, you know what? Let's just go for this. Because we could use some meeples. Yeah, we still have to connect here. And then you have to go here. No, you have to go... Oh yeah, okay, that also makes sense. We could do this, but I think connection comes first. Then you go here. Otherwise I go here. Yeah, because I think the idea behind this is like you can sort of take over a field. That's pretty impactful. Has to be. Or that. But I believe the odds are not there, right? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Oh, I don't think there are any tiles that fit here. Yeah, so P-Chan, what you had to do, I think you had to like go over here and then try to win this field. Yeah, because now I guess I'll just pick this up. Oh, sorry, I miscounted. No. So it was like it was a legit move, but it turned out that the odds weren't there. Because like with monasteries you get 1 in 3, and you get 2 in 3, but here you get 1 in 3 chance. Although no, it's a nice idea though. 5 points, 5 points, and then there's a 6-point field. Oh yeah, so this one was like a bit of an imbalanced game. I got some like really good tiles, but I think there are a few key decisions that helped me out a little bit. So one is just like thinking about increasing the win probability and also making sure that the tiles that I need are different in different places. And I ended up with 7 virtually game-winning tiles. I did end up getting like 3 of them or 4 of them, which is quite fortunate. What else? I mean, me playing a monastery, that's kind of pretty obvious. Yeah, this early farmer also helped quite a bit. Yeah, well, anyway, thanks for the games. So at least I won 3 today and lost 2 today, which is all right. Unless somebody is like super keen, I'm probably going to close off the stream. No, it's been 2.5 hours. Probably should be enough. Yeah. What else? Stay tuned for the new video I mentioned. It has to something like not an analysis of specific game, just a general Carcassonne strategy video that I'm not gonna say when. I hope within a week, but I could be wrong. There's still a lot of editing left to be done, and in 2 weeks there's going to be another stream. We're going to be playing against another streamer. Thank you very much for participating. It was fun. And thanks so much for watching, and I'm going to see you soon.